Hi, my name's Nick Falkner and you saw me earlier in the introductory video.
Hi, and I'm Brad Alexander. We're the two lecturers who will be working with you in this course.
We're going to introduce ourselves a bit before you get started in the course. I prefer to be called Nick, but if that seems too informal to you, then Dr. Nick or Dr. Falkner, they're both fine. I teach computer science at the University of Adelaide in Adelaide, South Australia. I also do research into how students learn computer science, the best ways to teach computer science, and networking. I've worked at the university in a range of roles for over 10 years. When I teach, I usually like to ask my students to do things as we're going through the teaching material, rather than just sitting there and listening. We call this active learning. In a MOOC, this can be harder to achieve, but if you watch one of our videos and then carry out the quizzes, discussion activities, or programming tasks shortly afterwards, you're far more likely to remember what we talked about. Better still, if you find that you don't remember something, you can go back and check, reinforcing it while it's still fresh. Most people are the same. We tend to leave things to the last minute. We tend to do the things that interest us first. In my research, I try to understand students so that we can build better learning environments that will provide a richer and more rewarding student experience. This course was designed with the intention of keeping things interesting while you learn and making sure that the knowledge that you need is available when you need it. I've been programming for quite a long time, as well as a fair bit of time spent doing systems administration and networking. I really enjoy problem solving, and understanding how computers work, how programs work, has helped me to solve problems in many areas. I've worked in education, agriculture, winemaking, the military, the arts, and the traditional technology sector, all of which has convinced me that a well-designed solution lets you solve your problems much faster. I also like to read, I write a little, and I do a lot of work in visualizing solutions to help other people make useful decisions. I've tried to use my background to come up with interesting examples, useful case studies, and exciting ways of taking your knowledge and using it. I'm very passionate about teaching, and while the video recording takes away some of that, I want you to remember that we have spent months trying to make this course useful and interesting. At the end of the course, or at any time, if you think that there's something I should know to make the course better, then I would be delighted if you tell me. Now, I'll pass you over to Brad. Hey, Brad.
Thanks, Nick. I'm Brad, and I'll be focusing on some of the interesting details of the data structures you'll be working with in the next few weeks. Like Nick, I also teach computer science at the University of Adelaide. I have a keen interest in the link between computers and creativity. In part of my research, I use computers to explore design spaces to create new software and scientific models. In teaching, I believe that students excel when they are given the opportunity to put their own creative stamp on their work. I believe that people thrive when given the chance to do their own research, ask their own questions, and most importantly, put their own ideas to the test. In this course, in order to keep the schedule, we'll usually present a single way to accomplish a task. However, always bear in mind that there is more than one way to do things. I encourage you to experiment with different ideas and improve your work as you go. As a final note, I should say that I'm a great believer that software is a living artifact. The best software is grown by people by a process of refinement and adaptation as we discover more about the problem we're solving. When you build software, think about a quick path to your next test. Testing is where we see how our software interacts with the world. Don't expect perfect code or design at the outset. You'll get there by testing and refinement. Like great literature, great software is the product of rewriting. As with software, this course is also a living artifact. If you see an interesting resource or a way that the course can be better, please let us know. All your feedback can help us improve.
Now you've met us, you should meet each other.
Please read the next part of the course, which tells you how to introduce yourself on the discussion forum. We'd love to know about your background, your interests, and what made you think about coming here.
After you've done that, I'll see you in the next video where we'll look at some of the knowledge you'll need to get the most out of this course.
And I'll see you in section 1. Bye.
Bye.